Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today I am having a bad day. Now, if you're looking and you see my trophies, you're going to notice something interesting. You're going to notice something a little bit off. And that's the fact that I'm not super incredibly high up right now. And that's because I tilted yesterday. I was at 2200, almost 2300, so I was in the top 2k. And then, you know, some stuff happened. I lost my cool a little bit. We tilted, and now I'm angry. I'm having a bad time. So we're going to regain those trophies right now with the deck that I think is going to be the best one to push ladder with. So if you do enjoy this deck, I would definitely make sure that you stay tuned, because I'm going to post more videos with this throughout the season, so you guys can get some top level gameplay for your last second push. Now, this guy has Skeleton King as well and E-Drag, which is actually a very difficult matchup for us, so I'm not 100% sure how we're going to handle this yet. I think it's Egolem if I had to guess, but this is definitely not the cards that I would like to see against somebody. Anytime they have E-Drag, I feel like I run into trouble. Now, I'm a little bit curious on your guys' opinion. I'm going to start including losses in my videos, and I just want to make sure that you guys are okay with that. I feel like it adds to the fun, and also there's some really good matches that I lose sometimes. Now, that being said, it's very rare that I lose, you know, so you guys you might not even see me lose, to be honest, but on the off chance that I ever do, I think I'm going to start including that. Let's go ahead, let's play the defensive poison. I kind of need to play a little bit smarter in this matchup. I'm playing a bit too aggressive, and I'm kind of just spamming things together, so we need to lock in a bit. Let's go for the evil mortar here. He might go for that E-Drag. Yeah, okay, he's going to play the E-Drag, but honestly, I think I'm okay with that. We should get hopefully 2 shots off with the mortar, and then do I try to get the King Tower activation? I always mess this up. Let's see if we can get this. Boom, boom, we got it. Okay, we are going to take some damage, but I think that King Tower activation is going to be pretty helpful for us. And then maybe I could play my evil bats behind the Skeleton King. Just see if we can bait out one of his spells, so that then we can use our Goblin Gang and Spear Goblins and stuff on defense. There's the E-Golem. Let's get a defensive mortar down here to pull, and then actually I'm going to play a defensive poison right here. He's going to hit me with the lightning. That is so disrespectful. I need the bats to do their thing here, and then hopefully we defend this okay. Let's go ahead, let's get a Skeleton King down here because he used his arrows, and then I'm going to play the miner here. He's probably going to play the E-Drag if I had to guess, but we could pop the Skeleton King ability here in a second. Let's go ahead, let's do that now, and then I think we should be okay. I think we actually, you know what, he might have a spell to stop us from taking this tower. Those evil skeletons are putting in work, but we are going to take that tower, so we're not losing this matchup yet. We are in a good position here. He's probably going to go for an Egolem, though, if I had to guess. That him having lightning does really screw this matchup up for us, I'm going to be honest. Let's go ahead, let's play the Goblin Gang right here, and then I'm actually just going to play the defensive poison, and then I think we should be okay, realistically, to take all of this stuff out. It's just a matter of how I want to do my counter push here. Let's go for the Skeleton King first. I want to hold off on playing my lightning, and then let's go for the cannon cart in the pocket here, and then ooh, that E-Drag really screws up my whole plan. But if we play the poison, I'm wondering if we can get that E-Drag down. I tried to pop my Skeleton King ability. That might have been a mistake. Let's go ahead, let's get the Goblin Gang in the pocket here. We are putting really good pressure on him, and then I'm going to play an evil mortar here. We got some really good damage on the tower. Let's get a miner on the tower here, and then we might be able to miner poison cycle him down in time. We just need a couple more hits from the miner. I think that's going to be enough damage. Let's get the bats here. Thankfully, we are going to win a really tough first matchup, so I'm happy with that. Would have been bad if we lost our first matchup, and let's go on into the next one. Alright guys, next matchup. Now I was thinking to myself, you know, at what point do I maybe throw my Instagram or something in here to show you guys who Benny is? So let me know if you guys can think of a number where I should do that. Although some of you guys are freaks, so I don't know if you freaky people should be on my Instagram or something. But I was thinking maybe like 20k or something. That's crazy. He's going to play the princess there. I am going to have to play my Goblin Gang, although I should have waited to play it. I shouldn't have played it that quick. This is another very difficult matchup, especially because I don't have log, but I am really hoping that we can win this and, you know, come out with the win here. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. It's really important that I don't play too aggressive. I think this guy does have rocket. A lot of times now Logbait isn't carrying rocket, but him having the Inferno Tower makes me think that he does have rocket, and I don't know, I could be completely wrong, to be honest. Let's get the cannon cart right here, because then we can kind of have a nice counter push to the barrel and the knight and everything. Although I have to be so careful playing my mortar in line with the cannon cart. Let's go for the mortar now, actually, because then he'll have to deal with the cannon cart, and he can't get the rocket on both, I hope. Hopefully. Oh my gosh, he did. That's crazy. But at least, you know, we forced out the rocket, so that's a lot of elixir. Now, I have another question. I'm asking you guys a lot today, but this one goes to the people who have traveled a lot, or for the people who live in Europe. I'm living in England. I'm moving back to Canada in a couple weeks. And I've been trying to travel as much as I can. I was curious if you guys have any recommendations on any countries I should go to. I've been to a lot of very popular ones. I've been to Switzerland, France, Spain. What else? Where else have I been? I've been to Austria. I've been to Budapest, which is not a country, but it's a city. But that's the only city I did in that country, so I can't pretend like I've seen the country a ton. I've been around a lot. I'm curious if you guys have any other recommendations on places to go with nice people. Now, this guy hit me with the log there. I think I might go cannon cart here, and then, ooh, how do I want to deal with this? I need the other princess. Okay, so the other princess will lock on there. He's going to hit me with a pretty aggressive barrel, although actually we will be okay, and we have an okay counter push. It's just that one frickin' princess, man, that I need to go down. Let's go for the cannon cart right here, and then I'm actually going to play the mortar into the opposite lane here. And let's go ahead, let's do the bats right here in case he plays the Inferno Tower. We do catch the Inferno Tower, that's good. And then let's pop the Skeleton King ability now, because he's going to have to use that log. We do have the Evil Mortar going as well. Let's go ahead, let's get a Goblin Gang here, especially because he just used that log. We're getting some pretty good pressure here. I'm going to go for the mortar on this side now, and then let's get some more bats in case he's back to the Inferno Tower. So we'll take that out. He's going to play the Inferno Tower on the left side. That's kind of crazy, because we can go for the Skeleton King right here. Let's get a miner on the tower. We just need one more mortar shot, and hopefully that will be enough damage for us with the miner. He's going to log, so now I can pop the Skeleton King ability. Hopefully he takes out the Evo Skellies. He does. We're going to win against another hard matchup. I'm very happy with this. Let's give him a good game, give him a good luck, and go on into the next one. Alright guys, next matchup. Now, if you are watching to this point, I do actually have a question for you guys, and you know, okay, first I want to say that, you know, because I'm going to include my losses sometimes, I think because of that I'll have longer videos from now on, so there is a little bit of a benefit that the videos might be a little bit longer as I include a couple extra matches where I lose sometimes, if I lose, because obviously that does not happen. But the other thing I want to ask, and this is the last question I ask you guys, I promise, is what are your guys' thoughts on the thumbnails, okay? Because I changed up the thumbnail, whoa, holy crap, that was crazy. I've changed up the thumbnail style a little bit to where I'm using the same background each time. If you guys remember, if you take a look, you can see that, you know, I use different colors sometimes before. Now I'm just doing the same consistent color. I'm curious which one you guys prefer. Not that it makes any difference to the content or anything, it's just something helpful for me to know. Because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm definitely not an artist, right? So that is not my area of specialty. I am a master's student who has nothing to do with art whatsoever. Oh my gosh, I should not have played my mortar there, but it's actually going to work out because he played the Goblin Gang there. Let's get the bats here as well. That should hopefully stop this from taking my tower. Skeleton King will take out all of those extra goblins, and then I'm going to play the miner here, although realistically, actually, because I popped the Skeleton King ability, though, he's probably got a way to stop that. Oh my gosh, he messed up the zap, so we're gonna get a little bit of extra damage out of that. I am totally okay with that exchange, and then I'll just play the Spear Goblins here to deal with the Dark Prince, because that plus the Cannoneer should take it out, thankfully. And then we have our Evil Mortar, but honestly, we might have to use it defensively, although he doesn't have Evil Goblin Giant, so maybe we can get away with an Evil Mortar here. I'm just worried about him playing a really aggressive Goblin Giant. He's gonna, oh my gosh, he messed it up. He messed it up, guys. This guy is absolutely just selling right now. Let's get the cannon cart right here to take out that Goblin Giant, and then I'm going to be extra safe. I'm not even gonna play my Goblin Gang because sometimes these decks carry Goblin Curse, and we want to defend in the safest way possible. So we are going to defend all of this. I'll get the miner on the tower just to take it out, and then that will be very good. He's going to go for the Goblin Giant there. Oh my gosh, wait, I said that I was going to be careful in case he's got Goblin Curse, and then I totally wasn't careful there. I am selling. I'm going to lose that tower. I thought the match was about to end. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So that tower is going to go down, and I have to save myself from embarrassment now and really lock in here. Okay, what do I want to do? Ooh, hold up. Let's get the cannon cart right here, and then let's get the evil bats down, I guess, just to deal with those spear goblins. And then Let's go for a cannon or a skeleton king in the pocket. And then let's go for a goblin gang as well, I guess, although he's probably going to zap, so that's a little bit useless. We do have the cannoneer going in, which is good, but he's probably going to get another goblin giant down here, so let's get the cannon cart down as soon as we can. And that will actually also take out his goblin gang, so that's good. And then let's go for the mortar right here. He is going to play the goblin giant there, though. That's not good for us. Honestly, like, we have more damage on the king tower than we have on the regular tower, so it might just make sense for us to target the king tower at this point, especially as that cannon cart is going in. We are going to get the evil mortar shot, though, so that's going to be quite helpful. Let's get the cannon cart right here to deal with that double prince, and then let's go ahead and play the goblin gang right here. And then what do I want to do? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do the mortar here to pull that kind of away from the tower. Make sure the spear goblins don't get on the tower. And then he's going to play his spear goblins. That's okay. No big deal. Ooh, okay, hold up. Let's get the bats going right here. And then let's get a goblin gang going. And then I want to charge up that skeleton king ability. Let's pop it, please. Okay, we are going to get that off. Let's go ahead. Let's get another cannon cart right here. He's going to play his goblin giant. Oh my gosh, our cannon cart came back. That is the MVP. Okay, and then let's get another skeleton king right here because we have some really good pressure going. We have the cannon cart down as well. Let's pop the skeleton king ability. He just zapped. Oh my gosh, wait, that didn't get off. Okay, hold up. Let's get the miner on the tower here because we got really good pressure. The cannon cart's on the king tower. Okay, so that's going to be really good damage for us as well. Okay, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Let's get the skeleton king down, and then let's go ahead. Let's get the defensive mortar down here so we can't goblin giant in the pocket. And then, like, oh, but he does have fireball and evo zap. Let's get the minor poison onto the tower. Let's go ahead. Let's get a goblin gang going right here as well. That should be hopefully enough damage. It's going to be so close. Let's get another miner on the tower. Maybe one hit would be enough for us. Oh no! Ah, that was such a close matchup. We totally sold that. What a good game, though. He played that well, I have to admit. We definitely lost our focus there. But that was a very close match. Alright, guys, next matchup, let's go ahead. Let's just get the mortar down right here and for the first play, because that's what I like to do. He's got Executioner and Royal Ghost. Let's play the Spear Goblins right here. Spear Goblins are honestly slept on. They are such an underrated card. And if, you know, I could ever give people advice with playing any mortar deck that has Spear Goblins, it's going to be, don't underestimate how good they are. They are, like, really, really quite valuable. This guy's going to use the arrows there. I'm going to go for a miner with the bats on this side, and then let's pop the Skeleton King ability. This guy went super aggressive. There's no way that this guy can do something to stop us from at least getting a bit of damage. That is crazy. He was dancing before, but I don't think he's dancing now. The only thing is we need that Cannoneer to take out the E-Wiz. That's good, and then we will take some damage from the Royal Ghost, but I'm okay with that because we got a ton of damage on that left side tower and ended up taking it, and then we're gonna kind of chill. But look at these Spear Goblins. One of them was one shot and we got like 400 damage, and that's more than a mortar shot, right? So sometimes using those Spear Goblins really comes in clutch, especially like 500 damage sometimes is the difference between winning and losing, right? So that's just something massive that you really want to try to take advantage of whenever you can. Let's play the bats first because I want him to zap, and then I'm gonna play my cannon cart right here to try to kind of take everything out in a safe distance and have that alive for a counter push. Him having Little Prince is a little bit interesting, to be honest, and I'm not gonna play anything in front of this cannon cart. I don't want to make that mistake. Instead, I'm just gonna wait for him to do something, because cannon cart is not hard to counter on its own, and it's not like playing a Skeleton King that isn't charged up would be difficult either, right? So that's why I didn't want to do that. Now he's going to play the Battle Ram. The Goblin Gang should get it down, and then we have the Spear Goblins here as well, and now our Skeleton King will start to charge up, which is good. He's going to play the Executioner. Shoot, I was really hoping that the Mortar would lock onto the Executioner, because that's kind of what's more dangerous here. Although the Little Prince going down is definitely helpful. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability, because even though he has the Executioner there, it is crazy. The Skeleton King ability at the very least kind of stops everything. And then we'll get the Evil Bats right here. We are just absolutely cooking this guy. He is getting demolished. And then we can get the Spear Goblins right here. He's going to play the E-Wiz. He was dancing earlier. I don't think this guy is dancing now. We are definitely going to come out with the win here. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability again, just for good measure. I'm not going to cut the video too early, because obviously you guys like to see the 3 crown. So we're going to get this 3 crown here in a second. Let's give him a good game, but I'm not going to give him a good luck, because he was dancing on me earlier. Alright guys, for the last matchup of this video, I wanted to give you guys a replay, because I feel like this was a very challenging deck in theory to go up against, but I feel like I played it pretty well. I mean, you guys can be the judge of that and let me know if I played it well or if I just looked like an absolute buffoon. But he's got Ramrider with Lightning and P.E.K.K.A, and that is just annoying. That is a pretty scary deck. You know, it's not one that I usually enjoy going up against, especially because of the Lightning, and it just feels a little, you know, freaky. So right off the bat here, we're gonna go for the Skeleton King to counter the Fisherman, and that's really, really important because that was most likely my cheapest and best counter other than my Miner that I had in rotation. And then I used the Poison here for the Wizard, and that's something that I really just kind of want to point out in this matchup, is making sure that I'm using the most important card for each counter. Here I'm going to cycle my Spirit Goblins because it's cheap, it's easy, and I want to save my bats, especially because the bats are a great way to put, like, bait something out or cycle. So here I'm not going to start my cannon cart yet. I'm going to go for my bats first, and then I go for my cannon cart in the back into the right. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I know a Ramrider's coming out, and I want to be able to pull away from the cannon cart if I have to. He goes for the Fisherman, so I'll use the Goblin Gang to defend there, and with the cannon cart as well as having the Skeleton King to stop the Fisherman, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Honestly, I feel like I have a great opportunity for a counter push here, and then he hits me with the Lightning, and so all of a sudden this Miner is completely useless, and I'm feeling like I just got played. You know, I'm feeling like I had such a great opportunity to get damage, and then the E-Wiz and the Lightning, it just worked out perfectly. And who has that, man? Like, who even uses E-Wiz these days in top ladder? I don't know. Kind of weird, but whatever. So we'll defend here, you know, nothing crazy. I'm going for the Spirit Goblins again. Realistically, actually, I probably could have played my bats, but with the Spirit Goblins, at least you get a little bit of extra chip damage, sorry. And then I think, if I do remember correctly, a Ramrider should come out here pretty soon. So hopefully I'm not wrong about that. But again, I'm kind of waiting, I'm chilling, and I'm going to play the Mortar there because I think he has a pretty expensive deck at this point. So I'm trying to put the pressure on him so that he can't slow push a P.E.K.K.A. And then we're going to defend this Ramrider, no big deal whatsoever. He uses the Fisherman to pull, and I know I need to defend, so I'm going to cycle my bats first because again, that's my cheapest counter. And I played the Skeleton King up high because I wanted to take out the Wizard before it crossed the bridge, just because my cards all can get taken out by that Wizard, so I figured that would be the safest way. Then he went for the P.E.K.K.A, so I go for the Evil Mortar into the opposite lane, and I'm going to go for the Cannon Cart there as well. And now I know I just need to go super aggressive. I go for the Bar Barrel, he goes for the Bar Barrel, sorry, I went for the Goblin Gang, so now I know I can play my Evil Bats and go in there. I get the Miner there because I know the E-Wiz isn't going to be able to take everything out, and that tower, I know it's gone, there's nothing he can do, so now I need to defend because I don't want to tower swap with this guy. So I'm going to pull the P.E.K.K.A with my cheapest card, and I'm going to play the Cannon Cart down low, trying to spread everything out. He's going to hit me with the Lightning here, I think, and that really, actually, you know what, okay, never mind. The match was over at this point, so he's not going to hit me with the Lightning. But that's kind of a match that I think is really important to watch because it's so important how you pick your cards. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.